of you. I'm Maddy Wold, the Social Strategy Supervisor here at 90. So I'm going to change up the subject matter a little bit, and I'm going to start with the unicorn. But in an ideal world, both my own and all of yours, I create an excellent campaign filled with dazzling creative and target it to the exact right consumer. Then you, as my exact right consumer, sees my ad, clicks on my ad, and buys my product. And we're done. We can wash our hands clean of this campaign, and we've moved on. However, we all know that that is not how marketing works. And it's really also not how human behavior works. So during my 4-minute segment up here, I'm going to implore all of you to think about social media and marketing as a whole as dating, which is a little different, so hang with me. Okay, so in the situation described previously, see, dazzle, click, and buy, that is like going on a blind date and proposing. Is it going to work? I mean, maybe. I don't think so, but probably the odds are not in your favor in something like that. Okay, so let's think about the progressive relationship normally. You meet, you go on a date, you get to know each other over time, things start to progress, and it can go a couple different ways. You can like where this is going and the relationship blossoms, or it can go in a totally different direction. You can cut ties, break up, and move on. Okay, so to bring it back to my area of expertise, social media, not dating, we have to apply these same principles. If you have a really long purchase decision model, it's going to be a really long relationship. And if you have a really expensive product, it may take a while before somebody is ready to put a ring on it. But that brings up another issue. How do we know where we stand? Marketers simply cannot understand where we are in a relationship at any given time. Whether we're in kind of the I love you phase or like the get away from me phase. So, while we can never really understand every single person in our target audience's brand affinity towards somebody at any given time, it's just not feasible. We can't know where everyone stands. However, we can get a little bit smarter. So one big signifier of your online behavior and your affinity towards a brand is what you do on our website, right? If you've done certain conversions, if you've clicked on certain things, I may be able to infer that you're more interested than somebody who has hit it and bounced right away. So on Facebook, historically, we've always been able to target based on interests, and sometimes even creepier things like how many lines of credit do you have open, if you are a mother with grade school age children, and even if you're more or less likely to engage in political discourse around a certain presidential candidate, which is a new targeting feature. And shocking, but yeah, it's definitely election season. So that may be really helpful in getting new prospects, trying to find people who may not know us. But what about the people who are already familiar? Maybe they've clicked on your website, they've clicked on your ad, they've liked something on Facebook, so they're already introduced to your brand, but haven't converted. And that is largely a large portion of your low-hanging customers. And that can mean just about a million different things. For instance, you would absolutely want to serve different messaging to someone who's ever been on your website for 3 minutes versus somebody who's signed up for every asset and newsletter you have. Those are just simply two different audiences. So, enter a solution to help marketers understand better where we stand with our consumers. And so the Facebook pixel is something that we like to use where we can put it across sites, and it tells us what you're doing, how you're behaving, and what you're converting on. And that helps me better understand where you're at in your purchase decision process. So now we're able to be much smarter about our targeting. So let's say I'm an e-commerce site, and you've made multiple purchases in the past, but haven't been back to my site in 30 days. I can serve you an ad that says, welcome back, here's 10% off your next purchase. Or let's say I'm in B2B, and you have downloaded 4 assets around a similar topic. I can serve you an ad that says, calling all experts in whatever that happens to be, sign up for our e-newsletter and get the latest and greatest in your inbox. No need to come back to the site. Or let's say I have a really expensive, complicated process and we've been talking for a while and you didn't request a demo, showing that you're really close to a purchase decision. I can serve you an ad that says, you know, here are my differentiators, here are really lower funnel messaging to help tip you in my direction before we even get to talking. So back to our dating analogy. You can see that any of those messages in any of the other hypothetical situations would come off as arrogant, pushy, or even coming on too strong. So it's really critically important to understand where your user is at in their purchase decision before you develop your messaging strategy. So getting started is easy. I encourage all of you, both B2B and B2C, to go back and think about what the average person is going to do on their path to purchase or conversion. Where are the kind of conversions that they may hit that signal that they're really close to a purchase? So are they throwing around their ring styles or their sizes? Or what if they're just starting to get onto your website, starting to poke around, and maybe you can finally ask them on that first date. So bucket your users accordingly And don't just serve ads that are purchase, purchase, purchase. That is not where everyone is, and it doesn't always make the most sense. So this is the evolution of smart social. It's going to set you against the rest of your pack, and it's going to help you woo your consumers, or just help them buy a phone case. That's all